internet. Hello YouTube. Yes, I'm back. That didn't take long, about as long as it took to use the bathroom and get the bottle of Pepsi out of the fridge because we are going to need it. So I checked my save and I found the best save I had was prior to coming to Act 2, because remember I was nervous about the stability of the game, that it might crash. It did crash, it crashed, so we basically have to redo Act 2. I'm okay with that. Actually, to be honest, I automatically just got like really nice luck because this guy basically has like a good item for every slot for me to buy that I'll be able to equip. And I did the trivia game, so whatever, you know, we were kind of down a little bit on level before. And yeah, I want to check the danger room. Yeah, so I can do trip and pop up. You know what? I'm gonna do it because I could get lucky on that item and get something really amazing. And I'm just gonna chill into this.
You make
like,
generating opponent.
do you know how many times I've played Act 2 in this game?
Good job.
Even solo, even hardcore. If I just like, you know,
generating opponent.
turn my brain off in the correct way, if that makes sense. I don't know if it does. It makes perfect sense to me. Like, I need to turn off, you know, certain parts of my brain, leave other parts on. Because this act is not particularly challenging. There are some very bursty ranged enemies that are like a physical threat to you that appear in some fairly like predictable locations, so you know what you're concerned about. Aside from that, I'm trying to think like what else is threatening in this act. And
those are the feet of apocalypse.
The training course is activated. Begin. Generating opponent.
Like elite mobs dropping from the clouds. That's probably the most dangerous thing that happens in this act.
Generating opponent.
And that's like, you know, I'm just getting bullied by CC.
Where is my next
generating opponent? Excellent. Superb. Generating opponent.
Yeah.
Generating opponent.
I tried to turn.
Congratulations, you have successfully completed the course.
No? Okay. Lucky me. Alright, let me see what I got gear-wise, because I definitely recognized an affix somewhere. Yeah, +4 damage. Oh, nice! Freaking clutch! So, I don't have the best setup coming out of Act 1, and was a little bit, like, that's just put the biggest dumb smile on my face. And it's not even that big a deal. It's literally just like, you know, when I was playing this through, I was definitely noticing, like, the damage wasn't where I wanted it to be compared to the last time I had played it, the time where I died. So now I have to do this, like, again, even though, like, you know, I did not make a bad decision or anything in the game during that last playthrough. I should be on Act 3 now. You know, just hardware problem.
Looking for my friend, yes.
Software problem, whatever. Nothing I can do about it. You know, to have to play through this again and, you know, also not be as well geared as I would like. That wouldn't have felt so good, but, you know, I'm not like amazingly well geared now, but I'm definitely better than I was.
Need a break, or did I just give you one?
I'm so used to playing this like, because I would still obviously play through this with like teams. You know, I haven't done that in a long time, but back when I used to play this a lot, you know, of course, you wanted to do all, because there's a bunch of like team combinations that give you like bonus. Oh crap. Yeah, I don't have anywhere near the screen, so I have to be so careful. I also don't have a whole lot of health potions. Nice and slow, nice and careful.
I cannot be beaten!
Something nasty is going to drop on me at some point, and I just have to. Crazy. Just like a teensy incremental upgrade. I'll take it. It's fine. But yeah, something nasty is going to drop on me. It's just a question of how I react to it. And I want to be thinking properly when it happens, so I react properly, if that makes sense. So I'm trying to like stay focused on the game for that. If you this is what I say about like I want to turn off the wrong parts of my brain, turn on the right parts of my brain. And yeah, it's not down there. So that cave successfully traversed. Oh yeah, that's so dangerous. What the hell? It just came out of nowhere.
Need a break? Or did I just give you one?
Are you mother?
My powers grow in strength.
Thankfully, those enemies are just like, they're not particularly aggressive. They kind of like faff about a decent amount. So, if I can spare myself from having to put more points in uppercut, that would be really nice. I don't know that it's going to be viable, but we'll see. Wait. That's where I just came from. I kind of turned myself around mentally by... Hold on. How do I keep doing this? Okay. And remembering, jokes will drop from the roof. Oh, I don't have to stress about it so much this time because I do actually have my own.
I enjoy this very much.
Excelsior. What do we got here? Alright, yeah. Can't complain too much. Always nice to see some yellow though. Boss fight is up there. I have no ult for it, but that's fine. Oh my gosh.
My strength is failing me. Help!
Oh, I may just be dead. No?
I am mighty. I am colossal.
Traversing some of these maps is so difficult. Bet. We got this. It's funny. I tried to have my brain going like, trying to remember exactly like where they dropped down, and it still kind of took me by surprise. Yeah, nothing there. But like, a lot of gear to sell, which is good. Because we already have upgrades like
You
lined up. It's just a matter of leveling up enough to
I've
use
not.
them.
Don't pat yourself on the back.
What is...
You're free!
Where is my next opponent?
Oh, I'm so low on health potions.
My strength is failing me. Help!
I actually don't know if I can win this. I certainly won't win it if I just miss every single punch. Actually freaking nail biting at the end there.
Interesting. My arm. I don't. Destiny. I'm fine. Come along then.
Well done, team. Return to...
I'm so used to like not being like struggling there when with health potions or anything. I don't
Where
know.
is my next opponent?
Whatever. I should have gone back and bought some, but for whatever reason, I just didn't even think that they were that low going into the fight. Because you do,
Looks like you're
you
gonna
do
get to
just
see
take
some
a lot of
break
chip
as soon as
damage
we
in
can
that
talk.
fight.
If you
Those
want
little beams he shoots at
anytime,
you just keep chipping you down, and you know you're not going to get burst down
I
by it.
suppose you've come to. I know. A word of the pleasure.
Let's get that extra EXP there.
it's good to see you again.
Got a bunch of stuff to sell.
There's a lot to choose from, huh? It's good to see you again.
Yeah, so what is it? He's got quite a lot of stuff that I actually want to get. Well, not quite a lot.
Did you need help with anything?
I think we already have. Yeah, but they're astonishing. These are incredible. Hold on, it's 25 versus 14. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's way better. But it's also level 30 requirement. I think by level 30, I must assume that I will have, you know, that the game will just drop me stuff. So yeah, what I do want is a belt of some sort, but these are just way too high level, I think. So we just have to rely on fighting something. Maybe this?
You won't find better prices anywhere
It's
else.
a definite upgrade. And yeah, not much point like scraping around for a bonus skill point. Ah, I think that's what I must have bought a level.
Come to boast about...
In the last run.
Welcome to the Savage. Yes, you are quite...
Anyway. Oh yeah. See, silly things like this, like just forgetting to like go buy some potions. Like I just assume I have them.
It's good to see you again.
Forget that. That boss fight was like really dicey. But we got this. As I say, this act is just like the dangers in this act are not things that I'm that worried about myself. And now I'll go and die here. I'm pretty sure I have died here. I've never died here streaming.
Light 'em up, man. I cannot be beaten.
I wish there were more action RPGs like this though. Like this is such a good game. Everything, like even the attack that guy hit me with was like it is telegraphed. My reflexes just suck. I'm old now, you know. And also you know, I'm not gonna like sweat to avoid things that I know I can kind of just, you know, monk in my way through. Like I don't have to think too, you know, I don't have to take the kind of mechanical side of this game too seriously. It's more about decision making.
Ah, there is nothing better than victory.
Yeah, line up. That's good. But yeah, like you can block every attack in this game that CCs you. And if your character doesn't have block, like doesn't have access to the block skill, which you unlock before your first like mini boss fight. So before the first occasion where you even need it, you just you will unlock it. And if you don't have that skill, then you know you're playing essentially like a range character or a support character. So you shouldn't be like, you know, in melee anyway. Like, you can try to build them as a melee character, that's actually very built. But you just have to like accept that that's not what this character is like made for hit perspective. So you know you don't have that utility that the actual like kind of born and bred melee characters have.
I enjoy this very much.
Almost missed that. But yeah. The fact of the matter is, like, pretty much everything in this game that messes with you is interactable in some way.
Break, or did I just give you one?
I think the closest thing to like just uninteractable challenge in this game is enemies dropping from the roof, and it's not like in multiplayer. They might kill, like, you know, if you're playing the game the way it's meant to be played, you know, they may kill one of your team. May. There's a lot of things in this game that can, like, instantly negate damage, instantly kill enemies that, like, you know, come out and threaten you like that, blah, 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 blah. So, you can react to it, even if it's not about, like, quickly trying to scramble into position when you're being body blocked and blah, 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 blah. I mean, you can just literally press a button and either you're invincible or the threat is just negated because it's all gonna die. Like, so you definitely have ways to interact even with that. And but that I would say is genuinely one of the closest things in this game to being like completely uninteractable for the player.
I need help.
And that's only relevant when you're playing solo, which is not how you're supposed to play. Like, the game is explicitly not made to be played.
I cannot be beaten.
With you only playing one person. It's literally designed around team mechanics and blah blah blah. So I can't complain if I like
This is gonna be
choose to play a game in this way that like really freaking challenge, like really just gives me all these disadvantages, you know, challenges to overcome, and then complain about the challenges it gives me to overcome. But this game can be really easy to solo. Like, it's so easy with Magneto. Well, the early part, like, look, even if you,
Let's roll, Trooper.
like, if you just did it 2 or 3 times, like hardcore solo, you'd figure it out. Like, you'd figure out how to get through the early game. You'd have a little strat, a plan. Oh my gosh, why did I go up there? So stupid. Good thing I have my weak baby crotch to save me. But yeah, like, I don't feel unfairly hampered as a melee
There is
character in
nothing
this game.
better than victory.
And I don't feel like a caster. Because that bugs me about playing melee characters in a lot of RPGs. Like, they just feel like casters.
What have we here? I cannot be beaten. Didn't expect that, did you?
It's so annoying. Like, facing this just like endless string of like enemies that just kite back into other enemies who kite back into other enemies. Like, it's frustrating, but it's not too, like, it's not hideous to play or anything. I actually really love the gameplay in this game, even though, like, you know, these are like really beaten up old graphics. Although I don't think the graphics are like that terrible. I mean, compared to like classic Diablo 2 or something. My standards for graphics are probably like busted out the ass because I'm ancient and I don't play a lot of modern games. I mean, I'll sometimes play, like I still play a decent amount of like Warframe, and you know, every now and then when I come back to it, I'm like, oh my god, I forget how good games can look. And you know, Warframe is just like, it's a nice looking game, but it's not some like AAA, you know, graphical extravaganza or anything. Ugh, coming up here without ult. These guys are so tanky. Ult? Thank you for the potion, but not exactly what I asked for. It didn't hit a single one.
Where is my next
Okay, how
opponent?
come he just, like, got insta-jam? Is that some kind of crit? I didn't even know that mechanic existed in this game. Yeah. That wasn't too bad. But yeah, I really want to get through this act tonight and just forget that unpleasantness with Windows taking it away from me. I may even, you know, save at delicate moments, if that makes sense. Not because I want to reload if I die. If I die, it's done. If I die, I'll start again.
Where is my next opponent?
As I always have. Freaking when Windows balks out and my game crashes and I lose everything. You know, when I was playing so, like, I'm not gonna say, oh, I was playing so well, but I was playing, you know, I was alive. And I hadn't had any, like, major struggles, and I had some interesting gear, and had some, you know what I mean, like, sometimes you just get attached to, like, the vibe of a run. That's how I felt. And usually, I don't start getting that
I
feeling
enjoy this very much. This is too heavy for me.
until, you know, until it feels like I really have a run and that I've got something, where I'm cooking something, and I'm not just gonna sort of like run out of money or potions or. Oh, I don't want to go here yet. How is my level still so low compared to the last time I did this? There has to be some area I'm missing, a tunnel or something. But even then... Okay, that's the way to the... I don't know, maybe I just haven't had as good luck with elite spawning?
I cannot go in that direction.
Okay, so it looks like maybe this one down there has been... left unexplored.
Target has reached their position. I cannot be beaten.
Okay, alright. I knew I missed something. Making too much of this game not to like feel it in my soul when I've missed an area. These guys are really taggy. Let's just shoo them away. But yeah, imagine if like sometimes I feel like imagine if like Diablo 2 had gone this route. Like if Diablo 3 had been like this. Where it's like you keep all the RPG elements, you keep all the build. And then, you know, just add more like interactable systems, you know? Like even like the little melee combos in this game, like they feel so fun to have, even though they very quickly become obsolete, just as auto attack does in any ARPG type game. You know, you want to get your build to the point where you just spam abilities. Where am I going? I'm definitely going the wrong way. I have no idea where I'm going. When you have to backtrack on this map, it gets so freaking confusing. And there is this arrow, but like... Okay, that's right, alright. It's by the lake. I'm still really low level for being here. Like, I remember having Unbreakable to use in this boss fight. And I remember being level 19 the last time I did it. Whatever.
I've already told you.
I'm like saying in my brain, like, don't grab a pot because he's gonna land soon. He's gonna land soon. then because I'm saying that, and because I don't grab a bot, he just refuses to grab it for so long. He's a jerk. Oh, nice. Okay. Shit, bud. Definitely the end of it. Yeah, I mean, I could buy a level, I guess, if I need to unlock something. Like, I don't need anything. Well, I will want for when we get a little bit deeper into the temple, particularly around all those like shooty elite mobs, basically at the, I think it's the gateway, New Alley Gateway. But I'll probably have it naturally. I'm gonna buy that level as soon as I get this level organically. So.
You should never have come here.
You stayed still for a moment. You stop running.
You fought well.
Impossible! Ah, there you are.
Not what I had intended, but I'll take it. Yeah, directing the throws is like can be quite tricky.
I am mighty. I am Colossus.
Sometimes you just want to see something die from being thrown against the wall repeatedly. Kind, always happy to get to the station.
I am mighty. I am Colossus. Get ready for pain. Sometimes I forget how strong I am.
Damn.
Impossible!
Alright.
They put out a decent amount of damage. But this is what I say, when I say like Act 2 is not that threatening, like, that's an example of like a threatening boss mob in this act. The only place we can get really threatening mobs are like
mighty.
early on where
I am
where the
Colossus.
insects are dropping from the ceilings. And then much later on when you get elite packs of gunners from the New Alley Gateway beyond the Sanctum.
Sometimes I forget how strong I am. Back up!
But you shouldn't really get any big packs in the Sanctum. It's more in especially, but you can actually just avoid the area. It's the loot area. So you can literally just avoid that area if you don't want to. It's completely optional. And then, you know, you just kind of halve the danger in this act. And as I say, there isn't a whole lot of danger in this act to begin with. Wait, I don't want to touch that just yet. I've got to go around this side.
Target acquired. Ha! I enjoy this very much.
Bro. Why must you be like this?
Need a break? Or did I just give you one?
You pay for this.
Demolition!
Dancing.
Let the games begin.
See, this is where it's like, oh man, why didn't I leave my hold my ultimate?
I am mighty. I am Colossus.
Meet again.
Nice.
This is very good thing.
Get up. Yeah, they kind of just let me have it by like buying that to the clap. But we would have been fine if we hadn't. Just would have taken longer. But yeah, so there are dangerous enemies in this game. It's just,
Ha! I enjoy this very much.
you know, just use potions basically, and then try to farm more. Like breaking these jogs and things is really good. Potions can come out of a surprising number of things on this act. Grab the key.
The writing.
I have a target. Ha! I enjoy this very much. Hey!
That's the gateway, we don't want to go there yet. Clear this part.
Come on!
The shrine.
Where is my next opponent?
Possible.
I love when you like clap at them and they just like turn to dust and you just clap them into freaking Shadow Realm. Very satisfying. Yeah, I kind of completed this in like the least optimal way possible. I just ended up running back through like a big chunk of it. It's fine though. It's fine.
You're done.
If I wasn't pleasantly vague.
cannot be beaten!
Maybe the trouble. I do actually need to blink portal back and grab some health pots. I'm playing pretty recklessly here. But it's fine, we have resources.
It's good to see you again. It's good to see you again.
Sell anything. Shake that healthy wasteland.
Any questions?
Professor Bungus, get over. Do I have any stat points? Oh, I've got a bunch. Alright. Yeah, no wonder things aren't falling over as I would like. Where, kind of lagging quite a bit on both stat and skill points. Alright, that's where we came in. And this is where we're coming out.
Let the game
There is a more
begin.
optimal way to like clear this where you basically ignore this area and just go here first. So you go in there, you do the elemental temple, all that stuff, and then you just come back through here, clear this area, go straight to
I'm sorry to bother. It is a that is.
the gateway.
You just made your last mistake.
Where is my next opponent?
How can this be?
How can this be? Presumably because you suck. Just hold them off for a few seconds. Almost there. Almost there. Get hit by freaking things.
You fought well.
This should be interesting.
Find that interesting, do you, lady?
My strength is failing me.
I thought I could like just get in and snipe that guy, get rid of the aura before it became Atari. Otherwise I would have just altered at the start of that fight. You know, if you see an ult like that,
There you are.
and you have an ult, that's literally what they're doing. You know? It's for like deleting a problem, basically.
You fought well.
I'm so bad with these types of games. I always want to like play around the problem and then save the delete button. And that's such a huge part of like game sense in a game like this is knowing when to save resources and when to use them. Yeah, I don't want to be getting smacked.
You fought well.
Edge. I have no idea if these guys can do a knockback combo, but that instantly put me to bed in that location. It's, you know, 1,000 times worse when the map geometry means you also can't see exactly what's going on, so it's like, yeah, just, I'm not saying the map geometry is the problem there, it's just you always have the option to move. In that position. Now I'll need a flyer. This is a short act. And like a really good chunk of this act.
Remember to follow my commands.
Like most of these, like this entire elemental temple area is like, it's a bit of a grind, it's a bit of a faff. You got to keep going back
Affirmative.
to get people with like utility to do things, but it's very safe. Like the odds of dying, you know, it would genuinely have to be some sort of like mishap with a pit or a ledge. And the mishaps can just randomly occur, which is why I kind of like hold my breath every time I yeet someone into a pit to get rid of them. Because, you know, I've explained how like your character can almost kind of follow them.
My battle will never be over.
Let the games begin!
Sometimes I forget how strong I am. Where is my next opponent?
Damn, she freaking like cartwheeled over the top of my uppercut. Crazy. Yeah, in here. And it's like, I'm gonna clear out the option areas, because part of the reason to do this is to get strong, you know? And it's not, because like, there can't be any question that like, oh, can you win the game solo? When you have characters that are literally invincible, or you know, that have conditional invincibility, that like, if you just time that correctly, you should realistically not be able to lose any of the hard fights in the game. Like, you should always have enough resources to use it, and just use it when you need it. Where's the extraction point?
My
Definitely
powers
want
grow in
that.
strength.
And what I would like to do now is go buy a level. Because I have the cash and money for it. But also, we just unlocked our best ability. So we're going to go ahead and spec into that. And yeah, might as well make the clap better. You know, we are going to be respecing this guy, so having a perfect build. Well, having a perfect build was never an option, just because of what you need to get through the early game. So that's what respecs are for. So you can have a kind of leveling build and then a more serious build. You start respecting
You fought well.
Alright, so like 3 of these require some sort of assistance. And yeah, whatever, might as well. Where the heck's Iceman?
Iceman.
Stay frosty.
Alright, so
Sure.
build us the bridge.
Affirmative.
Bonjour. So I'll get this one and I'll go right back to the other 2 rather than trying to like, continue around.
Yeah.
Yes.
You have no hope.
Ah, there is nothing better than victory.
So yeah, this is the fire one. We need Bobby for this.
Sure.
Now, he can actually be elitoed.
Hey! Who turned out the lights?
Because I don't need his over this one. Like either of these last 2, which I'm kind of coming around to them in a janky way, but it's fine.
Ha! I enjoy this very much.
You know, it means Magneto's gonna be on my team for a couple of fights, and that's fine by me.
Magneto.
You know, I'm not gonna make people wait while I freaking do a blink portal or something. That's just weird.
You have no hope of escaping.
Damn, I kind of want to check Discord, but this weird thing that like one of my friends is going to try to contact me based on like a text that they sent. But
Attack, warrior!
I'm genuinely like
Where is my next
way too
opponent?
concerned that if I mess with this game's minimization or whatever, it's going to crash again. So
I've gone far enough.
make sure I'm not missing anything here. I shouldn't be. Into the pit with you. Alright, when you get two like one after the other like that, very satisfying. Alright, this is the last one. So grab this one.
Very well.
We could just chuck Magneto.
Xavier, carry on without me.
You have a rest.
I am mighty. I am Colossus.
Yeah, see, I wanted to buy a level at 20, but now I'm kind of like halfway to it, and it's like sometimes just getting the timing to like buy a level without like wasting too much is kind of tricky. But a good way to do it is to just like, okay, if you just need that power spike and you know you're going to get something, like it's level 24, level 30, level 20, level 15, you know, where like important abilities open up, then you know that's a pretty good time to buy it, even if you know, even if you're kind of only buying half a level. The other thing is, like, you know, if you want to play this game through on the harder difficulty with a higher level party, then you might actually want to like save all your bought levels for then when you're higher level, like for the very latest parts of the game, just to, because you can literally just buy yourself like 3 extra levels, which is can be a decent little power spike. Because you get a chunk of stats. But yeah, I feel like statting and character building in this game can feel quite a bit more fun than Diablo, but then again, it's also like, both have their appeal. So in Diablo, at least to me, this is how I would explain it to someone. In Diablo, it feels like, let's say, you need 5 things to be strong, and if you farm a lot, and, you know, carefully like optimize and build, and then, you know, grind and level up a good amount, then like maybe you can get
This should be interesting.
3
Hell
There is nothing better than victory.
You know, maybe you can have 3 out of those 4 things, out of those 5 things that would make you feel strong. Like, unless you're gearing up, like targeting to do one thing specifically, even just do one dungeon over and over again, it's really, really hard to feel strong in hell in Diablo without some like really elite setup. And even then, you know, like if you think about some really just all-rounder setup, you know, like you've got like a paladin with like Griswolds and it's got a bunch of good stuff, and I don't mean like elite level stuff, just a bunch of good stuff.
Keep back. This one's mine. You ain't seen the last of me.
Ooh. Hold on. Hell yeah. We actually have nothing but plus physical damage now, so it would actually be nice to get something else. But that, you can't turn that down. That's... It's a lot of damage. Yeah, we got this area here. You know what? I'm gonna take my own advice and just skip this because I don't need the tech bits. I do want the experience, but it's dangerous area in terms of like the layout of the map. And there's potentially a few dangerous mobs there. Do I think that I'm gonna die to them? No. But like, why go there and take the risk if I don't need to? Because everything I can get from going there, which is like maybe some loot, maybe some money, you know, there are some like tech caches, there's like little rewards. Yeah, so there's loot, there's money, and trying to keep the seal skin up. But hey, that saved me a decent chunk of damage. Just recasting it and recasting it there, a little bit cheesy. But like I say,
You're done for.
like everything I could get there, I can grind it away safely somewhere else. So
You fought well.
yeah, I actually hit Unbreakable.
I am stronger than ever.
Not me finding like the spider. I don't know if that's actually good or not. It'll probably be really good at the level you can equip it. Most of them are. But let me see. That's really bad, actually. Oh well. It's still cool to see.
Looky here, a target.
Hiding from that.
You fought well.
Yeah, so this is more like a bit of like grinding, there's a bit of attrition in a lot of these areas, but you recognize the boss mobs that are dangerous. You just assume that anything that's glowy as fuck is probably dangerous. That's a fairly safe bet to take. And you know what? If you find something glowy as fuck and you think it's going to be dangerous and it turns out it's not dangerous, you know, well, then it just feels free. So.
Ha! I enjoy this very much.
Oh my gosh, I was trying to cast. I was like hitting everything else.
Situations get bad.
That's the wrong way. There might be an EXP pile over there, if I remember, but I could also be completely wrong, and I think I'm just trying to like bait myself into going there because typically I would. But, you know, I'll take my own advice. It's definitely EXP. You can teleport in and get this and like not have to fight all these guys, but
Come a little closer.
this is a super safe. Fight to take. You know, these are all ranged enemies,
very much.
and they're like walled off. Like their sightlines are all walled off. So it just makes it really easy to like have isolated fights with like small groups rather than sort of running around everything shooting at you. Sometimes you can even just fully choose it by like clapping into the wall or something. My damage is falling off a little bit, mainly because like although I have +3 damage on every slot, two of the pieces are like just way too low level. But I can automatically replace one of them at
You should never have come here.
level 25.
You fought well.
I think so. Let me double check. So the belt needs a replacement, and I've got nothing to replace it with, which sucks because it's one of the worst pieces I have. I do have a replacement for the gloves, but then I just found like gloves that are so much better. So the only certain replacement I have is this at level 25. It's a little bit rough, but this is, particularly the later part of this act, is usually a good spot for gear. This is like when your gear starts to get, you know, pretty decent, and then the next act is kind of stepping up again.
I cannot be beaten. Sometimes I forget how strong I am. Demolition!
No, this can't be.
I think we actually have some possible upgrades here. So yeah, that is so much better than the +4, or oh, even better. Energy damage just being slightly better than mental. So we'll go ahead and pop that on. So now we have two quite decent gear pieces here, and we have a guaranteed upgrade for this one. So yeah, like I was just feeling a smidge of like gear anxiety, and now all is well. And we just unlocked Massive Strike, which is good. And I don't need a skill point for anything else, so we're just kind of saving up now. Why do you have to be like that? Like down there. So if I come down here,
I enjoy this very much.
I have to come back around like the long way. As far as I know, to get back up there. Gives me a moment to meditate, harness my thoughts, consider the upcoming threats. So the main threat now is potentially getting stun locked in the boss fight. But we have Unbreakable that makes us immune to CC. So that really shouldn't be that much of a threat. I've already done that boss fight once and it was extremely comfortable. Omega Red is not a threat at all. And the only enemies in here likely to be threatening are possible, maybe some elite gunner packs in the open rooms. But I usually don't. You don't usually see them here. You see gunners, but just a few. Anyway, I really need to use the bathroom, so I'll be back in just a moment. Alright, apologies. Our minor redemption continues. I'm mainly breaking this because I want extreme focus. Because as I said, potential threats in here are very good, but but there is one.
I
Possibly
cannot
elite
be
gunners.
beaten.
Shooters, whatever you want to call them. The guys with the rifles. If there's an elite pack of them, they have the potential to do a lot of burst damage. And I can negate that as long as I have.
This should be interesting.
We want to make sure we farm one. But yeah, these non-elites, we just kind of.
Ha! I enjoy this very much.
Chase him around.
Give me back up.
I did say there probably won't be elites, and he kind of looked like an elite to me, but not a particularly dangerous one. And of course, I did find the ult, just in case there were dangerous elites, so I was prepared.
I am mighty. I am colossal.
And yeah, we just got like a chunky damage bonus as well, so. That's always good. Almost got 2 extreme tokens now. And then we have 2.
Searching for beasts.
I wanna
Work
see if
to
I can
decipher
one-shot
the
this guy.
preview. His stat. If you are not scared,
See if we can one shot.
Demolition.
Oh, not quite. We 3-shot him.
is this?
I'll take it.
You cannot have beaten me.
So I'm just farming up potions and hoping more for extreme potions for the boss fight. Because I'm not going to go back to that optional area. I miss a tech station, and I don't care. It's fine. Oh, okay. I did want to go back just to physically unload my inventory, but that's fine. So, I originally was thinking like, okay, I'll go through, I'll get all the possible power-ups, everything else. But now that I'm kind of like taking the game as serious as it, like I've had enough fuck-ups to be like, okay, no, I need to take this as seriously as it needs to be taken, which is not that seriously, but it's a little bit more seriously than I was taking it.
much
Indeed.
I'm not concerned.
Bodyguard
I know for a fact that I can. Oh gosh. I was going to say, I know for a fact that we can chunk this game pretty easily as Colossus, especially at this point. Now, I wish I could. Yeah, it's not going to let me. I was saying I wish I could blink portal back and buy a level right now. It would be the perfect time.
I am unable to do that.
Or at least get rid of some of the gear that I'm holding, but it's fine. As long as I have a good amount of extreme tokens and potions, which will do like loads of both. I'm gonna take this boss fight. I'm not worried about this boss fight. Though it can be dangerous.
You almost
Depends on who
disrupted a
you're
very
playing.
important mission, Doctor. Even this ain't. I see I am beside myself. The more you fight me, the more of me there is to
I
fight.
enjoy this very much.
The more you fight me, the more of me there is to fight.
So this is the problem when Unbreakable wears off. You can. Get really bad. But I was gonna say it's not really for that, but yeah. The really frustrating part is like I can't. This is so painful. Now they're all down there. I want to save the extreme. Like I wanted to save the token, but fuck it, it's not gonna
I
work.
cannot be beaten.
So what I can do is I can just say, you know, hey, you're a cunt, and you can just kind of go do whatever you cunts do, I don't know, while I go farm extreme tokens and potions, just to be safe, because you never know. Like, that's the scariest part of this fight, and it's done now, but, you know, this is supposed to be like a showcase of how easily Colossus can handle this game. I've died a few times, you know, assuming you're not playing hardcore, assuming, you know, whatever, but you get the idea. That was brutal. Sometimes you just can't get it done. Like, I mean, I will say, like, part of it is the auto-targeting, which is... The auto-targeting sucks in this game. Auto-targeting sucks in every, like, game that has to be compatible with controller, and that was the problem with this. Like, things will just literally randomly 360 or just change direction for no reason.
You think you have it figured out, don't you?
Like, actually staying locked on an enemy can be, like, just way more challenging than it should be. Are you fucking with me, game?
That may be the correct
I enjoy
location,
this very
but
much.
are you smart enough to use it?
So I actually just want to kill them to respawn them as big guys, if possible. Yeah. because you can't work with those little bugs. Like, they just will not follow you. If you chase them, they run away. So, completely impossible. Well, not completely impossible, but way too freaking difficult to...
You think you have it figured out, don't you?
Sometimes I forget how strong I am.
I used to play this game more. I would literally farm all these barrels while, you know, dodging all this stuff and dealing with all this stuff. Where did the enemy go? Okay, I'm just getting fucked because the game just decides not to work. Oh, okay, okay. It's literally like...
That control panel will do you no good in that location. You will not escape.
And it's one of these useless fucking tits.
I am mighty. I am Colossus.
Oh my, I just need like a moment with no fucking beams.
You think you have it figured out, don't you?
It's so frustrating, but it's cool. Now this guy dies. Well, he should die. I pressed Unbreakable as soon as you actually heard the noise of it telling me I don't have the energy to cast it, which is
I
complete
require
nonsense. It
another
doesn't cost
minion.
energy to cast it.
Let me make things more interesting.
Jesus, auto-targeting.
Perhaps you would like another challenge. Perhaps you would like another
I'm pressing...
challenge.
Like my finger is not on the key. Like I have one finger on one button of the keyboard. My entire hand is raised off the keyboard, and I'm literally just touching the number 7. And for some reason, I'm punching this guy instead of freaking using the number 7.
I require another minion.
But this is mine. He's dead. Like once you get past that.
I am unable to do that.
You know, once you get past that initial rush with him cloning himself, you shouldn't die in that boss fight. It's just, it maybe get a little frustrating at the end there, because the slow is so painful.
You see the
But yeah, that's Act 2 done. We were a little way into Act 3 when I did die. You know, an actual deserved death.
Greetings, my friend. Well,
I've left.
I owe it all to your efforts, my friend.
Now. I'm gonna save here because I'm very concerned
Thanks to your
that
having
this may
it,
just
now we can
randomly
set up.
crash. But I'd like to make it.
Greetings.
Alright, here we go.
You're precise. No. At the feel.
So even if I continue tonight, which I may well not, I will be ending the stream just because, you know, doing a bunch of danger room stuff that you guys have seen before, and the trivia game on stream is like super laborious, but I will want to do it before going to the act because I'm already a little bit under leveled from skipping areas. Now I can go back and farm EXP, but I'm comfortable if we keep pushing. So yeah, maybe back later tonight. More likely be back tomorrow. But thank you to anyone who watched.